and welcome to a new episode of Am I Hungry or Am I Bored? The game show that tries to answer that elusive and existential question. I'm your host, Joseph McMahon, and this microphone doesn't actually work. Let's head over to the kitchen and see what's cooking this week. For today's recipe, this is not a kitchen. Welcome to... Still not a kitchen. Where am I? Nope. Are you shitting me right now? Are you shitting with me right now? Does this look like a kitchen? Oh, thank God. Alright, look people, focus. On today's episode, we will be making Italian meatballs, delicious balls of meat filled with pork and not pork, other meats, just mushed together and cooked and then stewed and then... Let's look at the ingredients. The first two items on today's ingredient list are optional. They are a half a cup of chicken stock and 1 packet of unflavored gelatin. Next, we have 4 ounces of white bread, crust removed, cut into half-inch cubes, which comes out to about 5 slices, and 1/3 cup buttermilk. 1 medium onion, minced, 8 cloves of garlic, minced, 2 ounces of grated Parmesan Reggiano, and a half cup of fresh parsley chopped. 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, 1 teaspoon of ground fennel seeds, 3 teaspoons of kosher salt, and ground pepper to taste. It's important to note if you're using table salt instead of kosher salt, you'll want to reduce the amount. 4 egg yolks, a pound of ground beef, and a pound of ground pork. And finally, our secret ingredient, 3 ounces of pancetta, minced. So let's talk about that optional, not really optional, first step. So you're going to take your half cup of chicken stock, you're going to put that in a microwavable bowl, you're going to take the gelatin, you're going to sprinkle it over the top, you're going to let it sit for 5 minutes. Then, you're going to stick it in the microwave on high for 1 minute, take it out, stir it up, put it back in for another minute, take it out, stir it again, put it in a fresh bowl, put that bowl in the fridge for 30 minutes, and then you will have beautiful, golden gelatin. And then, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to mince that gelatin. That's right, I said mince that gelatin. It sounds strange, it's probably going to be, it might be a pain in the ass, which I'm about to find out, but this is the sacrifice you make to have delicious, moist meatballs. Now, you could be a stupid dumbhead and skip this step, but you're watching this video, which means you're an intelligent person. Thing, place, whatever, I don't judge, right? You're a connoisseur of food, so you're going to take the step, and you're going to mince that gelatin, and maybe it'll be difficult. Maybe you'll be pissed off, maybe you'll be angry, maybe you'll cry. Maybe you'll grow as a person. I don't know, but you're going to do it because the meatballs are going to be that much more amazing. Do it. Alright, so it turns out that chopping up gelatin is not actually that difficult. So moving on to the required steps of the recipe. You're going to take your 4 ounces of bread, you're going to put in the base of your mixer along with the 1/3 cup of buttermilk. You're going to mix it up, toss it around, let it sit for 10 minutes so all the buttermilk gets soaked up. Now, when you come back, take a spoon, smush it together, use your hands, squish it, make sure that there are no dry spots left. And at that point, we're going to start adding everything in. Alright, so all those ingredients are now mixed together with the paddle attachment. We started on low, moved up to medium, just for a minute or two, get it nice and incorporated. Now, I know this looks enticing. You might be like, Joe, this is basically cookie dough, right? I can just eat this raw and it'll be delicious. No. 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 This is disgusting right now. No, you wanna add some more to it. And what we're gonna do, now we're gonna take about 1/3 of the pork and 1/3 of the beef, put it in here, put the mixer back onto medium, let it mix for a minute or two so you're gonna have a nice paste. And then the rest of the meat we're gonna add by hand and form our meatballs with. And then we're gonna put them in the oven and cook them, and then cook them in sauce, and then you can cram it in your mouth. But not now. This is disgusting. This is not cookie dough. You should not try and cookie dough this shit. Bad idea. The moment has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Behold these beautiful meatballs, a little brown on the top. Now we're going to take them and we're going to put them into their natural habitat. A giant vat of red sauce. There's nothing special about this red sauce. It's just tomato sauce and olive oil and garlic and oregano and all that good stuff. And So my meatballs seem a little tender, so perhaps tongs will not be the way to go. We will use a spatula and delicately transport them into their cozy little bed of sauce. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at the moment of truth. Before you, you see two perfectly cooked, beautiful meatballs in red sauce with a little fresh Parmesan Reggiano shaved on top. Now let's see if this is in fact as good as it looks. Excellent. Proper dining etiquette. Let me just get that right there. All right. Well, I could finish this off with my tongue, but that would be disgusting and uncultured. So I'm gonna go get some bread, get the rest of this sauce into my mouth. But I'm confident in saying that these meatballs, ladies and gentlemen, are delicious and do in fact answer the question, am I hungry or am I bored? With an affirmative yes. Until next time, this is Am I Hungry or Am I Bored? Ciao! And it may be a pain in the ass, as I will be about to be finding